far I'm enjoying politics, and I guess I'm enjoying because, I mean, a poll just came in where I'm 32.
You had 5 good polls post-debate.
Yeah, no, I'm doing well. But it's a long process. It's a very long process. I don't want to get overly excited because you're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. The end result is you have to win. And I don't want to win for the sake of winning. I want to make the country great again. It's my whole theme.
Donald Trump on Fox News last night comparing the campaign trail with his business career and coming back to his message that he just wants to make America great again. That message is resonating with a lot of folks, and Trump may be gaining ground with Democrats, though not for reasons he would like. Joining me here on the anchor desk, Clarence McKee, who is the president of McKee Communications and a blogger for Newsmax. Clarence, it's good to have you here.
Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you so much. Now, you wrote an article for Newsmax.com saying the Democrats love Donald Trump, or at least they might be cheering for him.
Exactly.
Why?
Well, first of all, you notice how Hillary Clinton's always come out after Jeb Bush and the Republicans. Mr. Trump had made all these remarks, negative remarks about women. Not one Democrat has said a thing. I'll tell you why. They're cheering for him. Why? Because the Republican Party needs every vote it can get. And if Donald Trump does a Ross Perot, like they did in 1992, goes as an independent, that could crush the Democratic Party. In 92, Ross Perot got 19 million votes, took 6 million from George Bush, basically. Bush lost by 6 million. Back in the early days, 1968, George Wallace got 9 million votes. Hubert Humphrey lost by 500,000. Now, the Republican Party needs every vote it can get, every white vote, every black, and every Hispanic vote. So let's assume you heard Trump speaking about how bad Obama treated black folks. That resonates. So if you have the Republican Party, if it could just get 12% of the black vote, that's all they need. That's all they need. Now let's assume they try to do that.
Let me stop you right there, because the theory you're laying out about Perot in 92 is contingent on Trump leaving the Republican Party.
Exactly.
But if he doesn't, and right now he's riding high,
that's right.
He admits what he's doing right now is for leverage. Can you not also see a situation where personalities, policies, principles aside, Trump, given the fact that he has captured the imagination of people across the board, where if he is the GOP standard bearer, he could actually bring more votes to the grand old party?
No, I don't see him getting the nomination at all. This is early. We've got a year to go, over a year. Lots going to happen. Mr. Trump is a leader, but he is rather caustic at times, calling people names. But I'm assuming he doesn't get the nomination. That's my theory. If he doesn't get it, I can see him doing a third-party run. He's got several $billions, can get on the ballot. If he does that, all he needs to do is pull from the Republican Party a few percentage points of black voters, a few percentage points of Hispanics. It would kill them, because the Republican Party is on such thin ice now with Hispanics and Asians.
Well, Clarence, I can appreciate your theory, but in terms of the real world, granted, it's a long time. But, the debate has been going on. People ask me, does Trump hurt the Republican brand? I got to tell you, Clarence, my old colleagues in Washington are hurting the Republican brand. This anti-establishment populist wave that he is riding, if the Republicans return to a, quote, establishment candidate, won't that cost the party votes in November of 2016?
Establishment candidate, it might, depends on what the Democrats do. Hillary's no law. It's not set that Hillary's going to get this, or Biden. We don't have any. The Democrats don't have a Robert F. Kennedy who can just walk in and do well. They're in deep trouble. So it depends on what even a Republican establishment against a very weak Democrat could prevail, unless Trump takes the third course.
Is it almost too delicious to contemplate a non-Democrat and a self-avowed, self-described socialist like Bernie Sanders ending up with a Democratic nomination?
Well, you have a socialist already who's president of the United States, so you're not going to go too far from it anyway.
Yeah, but the current president doesn't call himself a socialist.
Bernie's not going to make it. If he can't stand up to Black Lives Matter and it runs off the stage, he'll never stand up to ISIS, and I think the Republicans would make that point.
Well, let's go back to that for a second, because Bernie got walked over by those young women from Black Lives Matter. Donald Trump says, no way that would happen to me, and the electorate believes Trump.
I believe they're not going to do that, in no way. But you see, Bernie Sanders reminds me of the old white liberals of the 60s. Black Panthers, they boo, jump, they say how high. You can intimidate them like crazy. They like blacks who are nice and quiet. If blacks start challenging them, like Black Lives Matter, they fall back.
And conversely, we had a very different scene. The two ladies on YouTube, who happen to be African Americans,
supporting Trump,
going for Trump strongly,
exactly.
taking on Megyn Kelly of Fox News. It's interesting because every election, you know, it's almost as if we fight the previous election battles initially, exactly. and then each one takes on a life of its own. What I know, Clarence McKee, is that every step of the way you will be with us to analyze the twists and turns, and we're happy to have you here tonight. Thanks so much.
It's fun to be here.
We're glad to have you. Thanks so much, Clarence McKee. Okay. Good to have Clarence here, and good to have you, and we will be right back after this time out.